to every nation.
Praise the Lord, Odofo. Ene mene wokasa afa butaibia Ewurade de maame. Unstoppable blessing. Enshira yesi ano a enye. So we're talking about unstoppable blessing. A blessing that cannot be destroyed. A blessing that stands the test of time. And we shall be using Joseph as a character study to bring home what we mean by unstoppable blessing. Yakasafa enshira yesenwa enyiye enshira oyerhunhwia enkusihwe na ene yede Joseph yekan honsem wotwere no mu ebeye mfanto ho ibesua no honsem bebre na maye hu de ye pa kire na to do this we need to appreciate what is blessing. The dictionary will tell you blessing is a word of goodwill normally pronounced by a religious leader on the congregants. A word that is pronounced to bring comfort and joy to religious adherents. But practically, blessing is a divine power, a power from God that releases good tidings into the life of humanity. So when we're talking about blessing, we are talking about a spiritual power, a power that brings to pass the will of God in the affairs of men. The opposite of blessing is curse, and the curse is also a spiritual power, a power that releases bad omen. So when we're talking about an unstoppable blessing, we are also talking about that which cannot be destroyed by the ingenuity of men and even of Satan. The yakasafa inshira hui na ye kire akwanya bia efiri nyame ho tumi bia ebeni pa brabom ema nyame apedie a eye nepa eye adwuma ewo na brabom na nyame de hia wutie me nyame nshira eye tumi. It is the power that releases good tidings, the power that can make you prosperous, the power that can make you healthy, the power that can make you be the head and never the tail, a power that will cause all the good pleasure of God to manifest in your life. Nti enshira yotumia ema nyame apede ye papa eba nti enshira bani pasoa onya apomuden onya nkwatenten otimunya sikampo se yehu ansam nshira ne ma onipa ye odefo etimuma nipa botreni abrabo. So the blessings of God in your life will make you live in accordance with the original purposes for which God created you. And Joseph is one fellow whose life manifested that the blessings sanctioned by Jehovah cannot be destroyed by Satan and humans. So who is Joseph? Because we need to understand this so that we appreciate what I'm trying to say. Joseph arguably is one of the greatest characters in the Old Testament and the whole of the Bible. Bible munyina nipa omohu ehu na omabrabo akesesem piemu ba kuni Joseph, and he happens to be the 11th son and the firstborn of Rahel and Jacob. So Jacob the father had 10 sons before Joseph, and Joseph was the firstborn of his mother. And the story of Joseph is found both in the Bible and in the Quran. It means that his greatness is accepted by Jews, Christians, and Muslims. And he enochira a spiritual pedigree. Yaka Joseph who asem na yehunu hu nsa say yatwe no Bible mu yatwe no Quran mu. Enti agidifo mo soma horo miensa yefre no monotheistic religions. E nyina agene ho asem ne tu. Na evidence wo ho ena ko Egypt ubehu canal bia o jitum say Joseph na yeye. So Joseph is not a myth. Joseph was a historical character, somebody who existed as a human being, and somebody whose exploits were recorded in the Bible. Joseph eye nipa ne ho nhira ene ne ho nsem kase ewo Bible mu ne nsem kase oyeye ene gidi a owo ye kan wo Bible mu na ye twa ne ho nsem mpo ewo Hebrews chapter 11. Was it by faith when Joseph was about to die, prophesied that God will take back the children of Israel to the promised land, and he urged them to carry along his bones. Do you know what Judea can see? I will nyamin kwaji wasiesie mu. Se samo kwa mo fa me nom pemponko. There are certain basic facts about Joseph that I want you to appreciate. Niema bidum for Joseph abrabo ho a hu ebeboa. He was the 11th son of Jacob and the firstborn of Rachel. Genesis chapter 30 verse 22 to 24. Na yetwaso so he was manifestly loved by his father more than any of his other siblings. The papa pena sencheni nuanum aka ni nyina. Odofo a wo hwe me na wutie me. Who ho kran so do obi chen obi. But de bia ya na e consequence. E won sunsanso. Wo yirenum ye mienu do ba ko chen ba ko a. E won sunsanso. O ma wi ba ko si so no na me do no pa na mo aka ni hu a. Eno so won sunsanso. Now Israel loved Joseph more than all his children and made him a coat of many colors. Odon be brave. No pamatari bi akala bi ewe wiase bi wo mu e de ma e de prove ne do a o de don we kire basic understanding bi say love is given. Wherever there's an abundance of love, you see giving to evidence the love that is in the heart. So love is a spirit. It is always in the heart, and the things you do physically to manifest the love in your heart includes giving. So he gave him a coat of many colors because he loved him more than his other children. And the way echere jinabia na Joseph wo na ne papa don kese na samre no na colors bibli nye discovered to say ne and the technology aboya me nya more colors and maybe na primary colors in the wo na say to ataria colors in nyina bi wo mu a it may have been very expensive and special, and it was a gift anchored on love. Afiyeka Joseph hu nsem no fact ba ko bi e fa no say he was good in project management. And de bia uhu Joseph uhu obi a owo nimudiam toto ya ye de toto niema mane yi o say. And Joseph brought unto his father evil reports of their deeds. Ninuanom samoni omoye na otimu hu say, you don't do this to your father's business. And he reported their misdeeds to their father. Now eno kire say our sense of judgment to toye ehun say we ninuanom ye na nkoso. In his father's house he manifested his ability and his uncommon capability to manage. Number 2, Genesis chapter 39 verse 5 to 6. And it came to pass from the time that he had made him overseer in his house, and Joseph yadin call Mizrim yaton na yadin call Potiphar fie na oye akoa ewo fie ho na Potiphar oye sojafo panyin na ni abie owonyansa na ohun se abrantie wo uncommon gift abrantie wo adom bi na saa adom na owo no mede me fie hye ne nsa ebeboa me. The Genesis chapter 39 verse 5 also say, and it came to pass from that time that he had made him overseer in his house and over all that he had, that the Lord blessed the Egyptian's house for Joseph's sake. Or say now did the fear ni shine and some Joseph started say all to tono. The fear ni nyina ye who say only management na Bible atwerefo no so who say enye management kwa na no nim na awurade eka ne ho ndi awurade ne home nhyira egu ne nsa no nyuma so. And the blessings of the Lord was upon all that he had in the house and in the field. Nti Joseph ntotoye ama Potiphar fie ni nyuma nimfuo nyina ayeyi. Nti uhu say na oye our uncommon gift in management. After ye hope you say when he became the prime minister of Egypt, the economy of the nation boomed. Opeye mampanyin wo Misrim mining nyina so ye and no chere say oye great manager. Now I say, and Pharaoh said unto Joseph, see, I have set thee over all the land of Egypt. I say, me the assassin so nyema nyina hye wo nsa. Na ye de hye na nsa no. The end result is say Egypt became an economic powerhouse. Bible says he built cities for Pharaoh, and Pharaoh became the richest man on the face of the earth because of the managerial skills of Joseph. If a young Shannon so say Joseph was a dreamer. Oye nipa na osodaya eka. To Genesis chapter 37 verse 5 to 10. Debia yetinin kasa osodaye. Osodaya ekasa fa daachi ho. Na Bible say oka kire ni nuanom say ni hu say yetwetwe ayuo. Obia twane de baako. Na ye dumienu nti. Na ye dumienu na yetwetwa achichiri sisi ho. Na diaka ni nyina ebe kotokoto medi anim. Na ni nuanom te ase se daachi ombe koto asore no. Na nche osanso da bio se mahu bosome na mahu awia. Mahu nsunuma na omu nyina koto sore medie. So Joseph was a dreamer. Oyobia na ohu nanuso ade ewo dayesomu. Nenna enye nahu. Okata na ni ohu ade chende wabie na ni awia. And because of his dreams he was hated. Odofo odayeson eni wani su ade hunu. A waka ebetimi atwe otan ama. Now Joseph was somebody in the Bible who had not a single fault in immorality. When you study him closely, he comes closer to Jesus Christ himself. Of all the greatest characters in the Old Testament, Joseph was the only one who did not receive even a single act of wrongdoing in his records. But studying the way he told his dreams to his brothers, you could see that Joseph was after all not infallible. Na ni nyansa shakakra wa niema binom ho. Oka da ye dikan no ni nua no tan. Na ne papa do no mo tan. Bible say they could not speak peaceably to him because they didn't like him. Wasan so ne da ye to so bi no. Wasan ka kire omo. Na mo tan no mo. Enti ye ti bi no. Na ya ton. E de ne kwanko asomu e wo Misrim. Genesis chapter 37 verse 28. He was sold into slavery by his own brothers. Omoton. Na answer no mo beton mpo no. No mo wa adwemi say yepesi yiku no because of his dreams. They say here cometh the dreamer. Let us kill him and see what will become of his dreams. Therefore, I thought that the da wani muntu guru ho yebeku. Ese usua ni mudie na unya nyansa because any baby na ye kan yani so di hu ene ye da yeso. Joseph na oyetrini ni by every shade of imagination, but he was indiscreet in this. He didn't know when to keep his mouth shut. And he related his dreams and visions to people who were hateful and ready to destroy him. Or Canada so adihunu eche nipa obo tan no omunya no mbese no adusua bebre wom enye baabia na ye kan ye prince enye baabia na de wo ye tim nyame dia maye ye danadi yesu say hwe na wamfa wa junior amam mprako, do not cast your pearls to swine. They will trample upon it in disappreciation, then they will attack you to manifest their wickedness. Memfa wa junior mamprako, yes I will bet you so wamfa ani die emma de wo de ama won na wo tietia so wi awo anka sampo wo be attack wo ebisi wo Joseph abrabo mu oka osoro information na wanya ekire di pabonefo na wo gina so ton ekonko asum. Afi another fact we see about this Joseph, whose blessing could not be stopped, was that he was a hard-working person. O inipa na adwumaden ewonimu. Ndi Kristo ni a wo hweme ene odofo a wo hweme ye nyankopon a yesom no no otan akwadofo. God is not on the side of the sluggard. To say akwadofo kontati anche suyana kwan na hunu nyansa. In fact, God has pronounced curses on the lazy person. So like an armed robber in the way, pouncing on somebody to make him poor all of a sudden, so shall be the lot of the lazy man. Said here, akwamuka for to show be so dining here at once. Sana kwajufu abrabo beye. So the lazy has no respect in the eyes of God. And God has actually pronounced curses upon the lazy, the sluggard. I feel rather say unquantity and punchenuko suyansa. And you wouldn't mum by bonnet tongues and bohosa for hina. Winya juma. We a Christian, would empire Cassi and a share, but winya bino, would the aquajuro, say juma. Now, that was not the nature of Joseph. He was a hard-working person. A jumadin ewonimujem. As a steward in Potiphar's house, he manifested diligence. You don't give your precious gift to a person who cannot work. Or the kakrama onsa akwana yeniye no di bikan ho osi mo akwapa no kwafo wadi kitu mu nokura besen koduduo mu. And that was the nature of Joseph. He was hard working in the house of his master. One can say minishe wo fie no ya tomisa akwa. Consciously and conscientiously he labored harder to bring improvement upon the house of the master. Now already shirano or see he became prosperous in the master's house. No no musu be ye hard work pays. Odofo wutie me adwumaden ade mfaso oba akwadworo di ohia ba oman efra ne Ghana ye de akwadworo tena ha ebehia ye ye de adwumaden tena ha ye man ne be ye okwa abuchire ko husa ne Ghana fo ye adwumaden abakasa nya Ghana fo nipa bi wo kurum ha ompa adwuma kokoto na buchire otimi ye adwuma 18 hours ye ka wona buchire ye yi African labor na ma America ye yi. That's a hard working spirit. Yet rekruma de ye adwuma ye nsori be ye no man be ye. Joseph unstoppable blessing no ne fapem woni ma bebre mu ba ko ye hard work. Afi ye hunu bio say oko prison Genesis chapter 39 verse 22 to 23. Or say and the keeper of the prison committed to Joseph's hand all the prisoners that were in the prison, and whatsoever they did there, he was the doer of it. I see, yeah, the prison mu nyuma nyina be share Joseph nsa. Na de bi omo ye wo ho na Joseph na ye. Joseph ye workaholic. Wo ye wadwa wonya nchekro be ba beji aye. he became the manager of the prison in good conscience and with diligence. Saa suban bi yehia bi wo awurade fie, yehia bi wo Ghana, yehia bi wo so abusuam, wo ba ya akwadwora e kire se anhwe yi a ne daache besei. Joseph was a hard-working person, and eventually he became the prime minister of Egypt. We can get Genesis chapter 41 from 46 to 57. Also, he went throughout the land of Egypt. One year armchair leader, I'm trying to office, and near Cassisem, Namum or joining a Jumayafon or Gatam or caught Yaba build a canal. Waha, and yet there so as such a the ye dear by Namum. The vision was accompanied with hard work and diligence and ingenuity, and the economy of Egypt was changed. He went throughout the land of Egypt, building cities, building silos, supervising farmers, and the land became a change place. Other for me leadership already the amount one farm mouse be depots beje fans. A juma din say ya yo deacon, ya yo women's leader, ya yo men's leader, ya yo nyentofo panyi, ya yo sofo, ya promote say bejidi, ya promote say brana be ya juma so chen face no. Because leadership rise goes with responsibilities. To whom much is given, more is expected. The Yamani be brainy Yashani Marcus Yakasi the freedom. And Joseph was a hard-working fellow. He was full of diligence. The who Bion said, naturally he was a handsome man. The Bible says he was a goodly person and well favored. Or said Joseph not the who were fair. Now if you're not Adam I want so. Well favored people all over the world. Ya poor somebody. But mama ni hunu so dos. Who are favor kese wa so shenon so. What time be more. Who are woni e depa shenon so. Nipa ni bebru. Who are wo sra so. Shenon so. Ye be attack you. Who are we are strategically positioned. Who fa huni. So well favored people are also endangered. Who banana who fe bibira ma mpa ibonya kese. Who first been sense or your first will be a woman no first. Not in spirituality, or you're entitled to double portion in tea. The one time for those, but home pay be brave. But in the Muruma be brave, or you're well favored, but home pay now, or you're charismatic, or to attract or do easily. Joseph was charismatic as a young person. His father loved him more than his other brothers, and this attracted hatred. He was favored by God. God opened his eyes and gave him heavenly secrets, and this attracted greater hatred from people who were ordinary. Now, call Potiphar few na who offend. Ebi a can be na ma Potiphar pen asem, but a man the year so be pen asem. Na the year asem power the pen no. E twemu free productive love and productive liking for him. He wanted to have an affair with him. If a bad share say, Menene beda, emra emmakwai. His son say, Bible said, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's husband or wife. Na ma meaning yasa hum ni bi ma Joseph. Na odidi nani. Na madika ka say, Joseph is one of the few characters in the Bible who never had a single recording of wrongdoing. In typology, is more like Christ Jesus himself. You find nothing wrong in his conduct. Na who afi na who afi ni who bebre. Is that na ma so who afi. Like father, like son, like mother, like daughter. Joseph was a handsome man. Now, another fact about this Joseph, I can ask him. Joseph, in Shira, one so yentimon stop. Now, you don't wire yentimon stop in Shira. Another fact about him is he was an interpreter of dreams. no tumi a yɛde kyerɛ daeɛ so ase. Wo utimo so daeɛ pa ba wuntimo nkyerɛ ase. Hwenye abrɛho sɛ waka wo da akyerɛ bi na watwa ne twa butuo de nkyerɛ ase bɔne ama. But Joseph was accurate in his interpretation of dreams. He understood spiritual communications and he took great advantage of it, and it brought joy and precision into the life of people and into his own life. Nkyerɛaseɛ ɛma nipa bebree ehu adeɛ pɔtee Awurade pɛ sɛ ɔyɛ ɛde anigye ɛbae. To Genesis chapter 40 verse 8 to 22. Who said Joseph no timo kyerɛ da so ase. Ɔse they said unto him, we have dreamed a dream, and there's no interpreter of it. Ɔmo wɔ prison. Egypt for ye nipa broni bɛka sɛ ɔmo yɛ superstitious. Ɔmo gye honhom nneɛma di kɛse. Na obiara so de oni sɛ wɔn nkyerɛaseɛ. Wɔ baabi ɔmo so daeɛ no na yɛ fiase nti kɔmfuo ni hɔ. Na ɔmo yɛ disturbed. Bibi ha ɔmo. Joseph said na mo yɛ basase. Ɔmo sɛ yɛ so daeɛ nso de ɔkyerɛ mu ni ha. And Joseph said unto them, do not interpretation belong to God? Tell me, I pray you. Ɔse adana mo ha mo ho. De so nkyerɛaseɛ papa deɛ. Efiri Awurade hɔ na ɛba. Nti mo nka nkyerɛ me. Nti adesua wɔ mu ne sɛ Joseph knew the God he served, and he knew the kind of relationship that existed between him and his God, and he was confident enough to know that with this God on my side there is no secret that could not be deciphered. Nti mo nka nkyerɛ me na mɛkyerɛ mu mu na wɔkan no ɔkyerɛ mu na nansa ma ne nyinaa baa mu na yɛtie ne nka bio sɛ ne interpretation of dream de ne kɔpie Pharaoh anim. Genesis chapter 40 verse 1 to 15. Na ne daeɛ so ɛde ne kɔpie hɔ. Na Joseph was also very humble. Ɔka kyerɛ Pharaoh sɛ ɛnyɛ mea, ɛyɛ Awurade me Nyankopɔn na boa me. Ɔdɔfoɔ woyɛ adeɛ pa bɛta hantan bi wɔ mu. Wo nkasa yɛ po kyerɛ sɛ wo na wo saa yare no ɛnyɛ nyame. Wo na wo deliver asɔre ba no. O ma deliver no. Na Awurade ni obi emmomu enche na ni onyam, especially sɛ wakoma nya. Enti ɛno na ma nipa pagya enche na wate aba fam. Because we contend with God for preeminence. God will never settle for a second place. But therefore, listen to me and listen to me good. God will never settle for a second place. God is the Alpha and Omega God, the first and the last. He occupies the foremost position, and he will not share that position with you. He wants you to join him, to become a partaker of his divine nature. But what is due God must be given to him. Render unto God what is to God, and to Caesar what is to Caesar. Until Joseph knew how to ascribe all the glory to God. Let the Lord be magnified. Yama Awurade emfa nyonyam no. Odofo so di anyonyam ma Awurade a usubenya nyonyam. Wona ne pray the nyonyam obetwe ne ho. And into the Bible say, the weapons of our warfare are mighty through God. Yakodie yesekan ya de ko Awurade mu a ahodi wo mu. Outside him we are nothing. Yetwe ho a yensa hwe bio. Awurade mie wani wasa no kure ho. Joseph said, interpretation belongs to God. So feel free to tell me your dream, and I will interpret it for you. And he was an interpreter of dreams. Now, another fact about him is he became the prime minister of Egypt, the second in command of the mighty Egyptian empire. The mighty Egyptian empire occupied the whole of North Africa. It descended to present-day Ethiopia and the whole of Sudan. And it was so vast. It occupied part of the Middle East. And Pharaoh was at the helm of affairs. Pharaoh was so powerful that he was seen as a god. And his ways were the laws of the day. Now Joseph became his second in command. What it really meant was that Joseph became the most powerful person on the land. Why? Because he was the spiritual guide to Pharaoh himself. He was praying for him. Pharaoh knelt down before him to receive benediction. But of what much they bet my pijawako baby. So what trance ewo adom no mu a Ewurade enyaewo. Emfa ho wotanya bronsama hyehye twa ho ahia. Emfa ho amanihunu a yesiesie ama wo. Emfa ho se yahyehyɛ sɛ wo yema ensi wo yida. Ewurade nim ni nyina. Enso emfa no ho. Otimi ade nyina ye. Now we are talking about the unstoppable blessing. A blessing that can never be halted by the energies of Satan, by the efforts and fascination of evil people and even good men. Inshira yentimon say no. Sa inshira ni bi na Joseph too. Wa sha se wo inshira mu woni nkura brem na jado. Sa na wo so wa sha se wo Yesu mu. Na jana wo soro ne do kese. Nti na ode ne do ba kru Yesu ama wo. Na sa inshira no na ya sha se. Na obi timo sha se yie. Nso akire yi na niema asai. De ne ma obi sha se yie. Na akire niema asai. Ayede na Joseph sha se wo inshira mu. Na akudie ba bebre. Enso ne inshira na ansai. Ye mia no na inshira ne ye mo. Then na de bai. And I want us to discuss something about the spirits of Joseph's greatness and blessings. Homa na ema Joseph inshira. Ene ne kese ye wo ye ho hwe ye. Na kese ya na oye. Utua na hana wapie. Die ne ma ne ba ne sa. Ye nhye no nso. Die di kan ne say he was extremely gifted. No adum achedi bibre. Odofo die denie. There is not a single individual who is not gifted, one way or the other. The God we serve is so faithful, full of love, and he will not create you without endowing you with a gift. Oh, how ne say, who dear microphone dear na who. Now Joseph was gifted. Now the gifted the doors. Not much at their doors. Also their doors. Not much at their back on say. He was a dreamer. Or you die so for. Ninian me time in Pojitum. Or saying they said to one another, behold this dreamer cometh. Come now, and let us slay him, and we shall see what will become of his dreams. As a man die so for an air banner. So they conspired. Conspiracy is working together to do a criminal act. Say the pair car boom. Omudi omadwe ni oma hoden. Aye adebia eye boni. Lord of what would me? They conspire together to kill him because of his dreams. I just say no munyina hu ni say o wadoma chedia a man is so die. Another gift he had was that he was an administrator, a great manager. Na owaduma chedia ye de yam totoye. Obi atimo toto niema. Obi ntoto ye odwe hu a ehu. Ye onipa bi o ye gifted manager of great wealth. Obi oni sika cross 1 million Ghana cedis ontimo manage. Ontimo nkan. Obi wa adwenka se ye de manage niema akese. And be na kufia 90 manage wiase nyina. We ni patuntum so abrofo ntimi ni natem. He had a great managerial skill. Me bomb person Ewurade ma obi. Na tia ade ba kwa wo bio ne gift ba ko se na ne ho efe. And he was well favored. Ahofe aye huhudie. The men na ada we sense Ewurade na bo ye nti mfa so wo so. Na se wo hu wakwan toto a team de wo ko baabi. Ni pa adoma chede bia de ne ko baabi. He was an interpreter of dreams. Said the Yedi Kaka, Utimo Chira die son ase. Na no dene kofara nipa ye die e de ko baabi. Afi he was also prophetic. No, a deep for home. The numun some a di kasa. The Genesis chapter 50 verse 24 to 25. Or see, and Joseph said unto his brethren, I die. Or see, me bewu. He would deep for nation call say mewu. Or chena mewu. And God will surely visit you. Or see, rather be Bible sramo. Some commission or shany the best in fear has any actually. And bring you out of this land into the land which he swore unto Abraham, Isaac, and to Jacob. Or say, now, I rather be Bible sramo or be form of Misrim. No more at Mobacas, I see a radical one time. Joseph was a prophet. And Joseph took an oath of the children of Israel, saying, God will surely visit you, and you shall carry up my bones from hence. Also, the rather best Ramana Moka, Minumpe, Munyano Kruma. Now, you differ. Why you differ? Or differ or Kanya Miagri Fanyama, a busy dacha. The Bible is so big, Jeremy, him so you differ. No, I can't say now, Mamunti any be on your differ. Or body ceremony, I so dragon. Or the four which you may be so come. Obi kora begina wanim kan nsem na ebam na enya me akwanche na ode ma ono so mentie no sanse bidim kora timika se number we beba na aba na wakotwa nti onye sof wa forecast ya manabam nti odifu ni de okanya me adwe efa niema ebesi daachi na niema all can promote the grand agenda of God. They all can be Yamin the park and see a Washington. So Joseph was a gifted person. He was a dreamer, he was a manager, he was handsome and well favored. He had the gift of interpretation of dreams. He was prophetic, and he was also a faithful steward. Papa with the other Shannon or Papa he gave evil report about the misconduct of his brothers, which was a good steward. Also, I didn't the past showers. Who attitude to say, the Baba Wama would di yao chain. I did the showers and in year doesn't bless illegality. A running shiny shilla boneso, shiny shilla good apediaso. And he was a faithful steward to Pharaoh. Now, a chef Pharaoh, ni Egypt mai. More mine at 2 years. And to walk across or what dear sort of boss for him. Now, yeah, my Jimana win ye. Now, why do you answer cartons into where we? Now, Joseph is faithful to his master. He wasn't a Jew, wasn't a believer, but he was faithful to him, and God blessed that household. He was faithful to Pharaoh, to the government, and God blessed his handiwork. And above all, he was faithful to God. No being another kind of drain say, Yame di name in our money. Now then, we are Yamin Farmer and made him say Becca. Joseph was a faithful steward. I feel other 4 shadows of you. Say, Joseph. Now, I do much about what was so yet telling me. He was uncommonly righteous and holy. Medical can say, of all the great characters of the Old Testament, Joseph was the one who had not a single recording of wrongdoing. Young Krati Bakwa, a wrong and fano. National so say, the sons of Babu, Krumkrumuna Yakira Yenti, Tronim. Abraham or ye, a GD Fumu Kofabai, or ye Bonnie Yakira. Onina ba wakwada yetwere ya mfansi tiebio Adama oyiye nyina ye papa ayese ye die didie ma o say honor your father and mother. Yetwere Adam boni, yetwere Cain boni. Noah nyame nam no so gye ye nyina efiri nsuyiri mu ema nipa nkwa ye preserved or in saburo ye yetwere. Lord, no, a righteous man. There's a nibre bray yetray. On any mamma, you know, die yetray. David was a man after God's own heart, a man who was closer to the heart of God than any other human being. But when he took Uriah's wife, it was recorded. And when he killed Uriah, it was recorded. The Bible doesn't do any cover-up. Things are told just as they were. Now, Yakira Bibi Bonnie and Fa Joseph, nothing wrong was found with him. He was uncommonly righteous. Na tie na shanons eyenyamefe. His uncommon righteousness was a delight to God. Na afi adeba akwa na Joseph wobiu. He had a great heart and mind of God. No wa komabia enye nipa nyina na wobi na afi na wo nyame adwen. Ti Joseph e ka kire Potiphar yere. Na wakachire Potiphar yere say, "Mami, okru de niam nyina mami. Wo de wanfa wanka. Obi ania, but I cannot do this against God and against my master." Now, Genesis chapter 45 verse 5 to 8 there. Oka se bia kire ni nuanam na ma wo say, he was not just a great man, but a man who had great heart. I say, now therefore, be not grieved, nor angry with yourselves. In other words, don't blame yourself that you sold me here. For God did send me before you to preserve life. I say, Mom, maybe being hamo, some told me. Now, I'm papa woo na da ni nuan be pie wo Egypt. Na odan ho de se me na mo told me no. Na fedie we so na aka se yem ton no. Wo na ye se afo musu omanima ye mosa na Joseph hwa omo. Ohwe ni nuanam di o se o mo ma mo were nko. Nipa ye huru no to amenam. Na ye ton no ma Ishmaelites. Ton no konko asoma ma na koda prison. Na mo pie na mo usu no. Onu mo musu mo so mo nchai. Na mo ma bubusu mfumo ho. Se baton. Na ye urade na soma me ba ha. Ndi o se mo de na mo nsa mo ton me so na urade na ye soma me. Odofo se urade soma wa. Kwa ba fa so soma wo so no. Ni nyansa na be kire. Urade soma wa. Obeti ma fra aka chose ko hai. Na no ye one. Obeti so ma nipa bi apushiw. Wo mpe akoba bi. So na urade na soma wo. Yare ye kro beti ndi wako urade fremu. The hand of the Lord was upon me, and he carried me in the spirit and set me in the valley full of dry bones. Beloved, this God we serve has a wisdom which is higher than our wisdom. For my ways are not your ways, and my ways are higher than yours. So God can cause you to go through the valley of the shadow of death without intending your destruction. For I know the thoughts which I think towards you, not unto evil, but to bring you to an expected end. God sent Joseph ahead of the family into Egypt, not to use ordinary humans to accomplish his eternal purposes. Shannon say, "Uradi namni paso, wa unia ufa, wanamfu ukunu yeso oba so." Joseph had a mind of God. He was extremely humane. His sense of humanity was unrivaled. And very, very forgiving. Easily. Now therefore be not grieved, nor angry with yourself that he sold me here. For God did send me before you to preserve life. Genesis chapter 45 verse 5. And Joseph said unto his brothers, "Fear not." The wicked flees whilst no one pursues him. But as for you, ye thought evil against me, but God meant it unto good, to bring to pass as it is this day, to save much people alive. But what you fail to know was that certain blessings are unstoppable. The hand of the Lord is in it. It is a commanded blessing. God has issued a decree. This is the hand that is stretched out, and this is the purpose that is sent forth to the nations. Who can disannul it? Who can stop the mighty hand of God? You sold me, intended evil, but God took advantage of your mischief. God took over. He used your wickedness as a setup, and he brought me here to use me as an agent to bring salvation into the life of people. And now therefore fear ye not, I will nourish you, you and your little ones. And he comforted them and spake kindly unto them. Genesis chapter 50 verse 9 to 21. Ne papa wu achi na fe ni nuan me nyina call meeting say de ye papa wi akwa no be obetua yeka ye papa ni fere yentina na oye ye papa number be bu na ni nkotodwe ade omusiro ye no se de bi omuhye na no omoye but of the omusiro no will seize them. They will possess their fear because they have imagined mischief. They will possess their fear. And as for you and your house, you will serve the Lord. They fell before him and cried, a priest, from henceforth we want to become your servant. Joseph said, Moses say a friend there called ye yankwa ye nidi keke. What's it that? Mon yankwa, monsuro. What the money in the tongue? Na already who ye. No no so there ye na dream say, ton amo ton no be fa so agidi pankwa. And in them head yesi. Mo bia nka ho. Me amema mo aduane adi. Mo da munya modwo munya musika bo fancy. I'll make sure every food on your table comes from my largesse. Mema mo aduane anya monko mo manketwa. No akawie no so ochechi o mo wure. No ka awrecheche kasa akire wo. What a heart. What a humanity. Joseph was full of humanity. He had the mind of Christ. He saw the bigger picture. They thought they were destroying him, but he saw the bigger picture, the salvation of humanity and the preservation of the Abrahamic covenant. Odofo awutie me, Awurade wo nyansa adwen odidi dwuma. Na din bi na Joseph wo a eye honhom ayi adwuma wonu mu a enti wo sɛ ni nhira ense. He had the right sense of judgment and understood the true meaning of sin. Tia, when biaya enemre ma Christopher bebre yefom. Ya dwan sɛ bɔne nyame nkwa na yetia no. Na that is an error. Ye bɔne a etia nyame first and foremost, because it is the transgression of the law of God. Afi ye bota your righteousness exalts a nation. Do ye bɔne a wo bu nyame mmara so it is against God. Fine. But beyond that, sin is also against humanity. The oboni be a friend, iniquity, sin of wickedness, injustice, destruction of justice and judgment. Bonia, a dequasi, a bubamo here ni hochire, a ma ho yira, a momunia who didn't suffer. It is a sin against God, but it's also against ordinary humans. Your bonia, your yetia nature. Back of what Jews so good, so my yareba. Now, when him say when your coronavirus or shada, a tunta so good, so many people don't know me. When him so with TB, or shall show be anyhow, but tunta so good, so my big man will be a tiany petia nature. Unkwa wanu denti when you have a real wash and will be the master. Say assassin funtama assassin. Hey, too good, do you cry? You will not do reclamation. Do kwa ye. I'm a more making in assay. Na a bonity and yaminity nature. The land is becoming sick, and the land will soon vomit you out. But of where would me? Joseph understood the concept of sin in its true sense. He had a sense of judgment. Or catch a party for you say, I cannot do what you are requesting of me. There's none greater than I in this house. neither has my master kept back anything from me but you, because thou art his wife. How then can I do such a great wickedness and sin against God? When him say tia nyame, no him say tia the master so. Odofo a wuti me, we too religious, nti wonye practical. To ye boni tia nipa wu. Ba dua say nyame nko a. Ba nipa na wuti nani no, nyame do no. Ti Jesus say, in as much as you did it to this my younger brothers, you have done it to me. The yetie nipa ehia kese. Men yese nyame. Ose fa wu nyame firi mi so ko. Enyomo mo ka awurade na bekọ ahini no. Firi mi so, you doer of iniquity. Hwe hu firi mi so, wicked man. Joseph was a man of great faith. No wujidie bebre. Odofo ye de besi ha. Na ye beto aso bio. Na ye to aso. Ye bekoso asua bibi afa. The spirit behind Joseph's unstoppable blessings. Why couldn't they destroy his blessings? Because the devil actually worked. He used people who were more powerful than him. Some were his blood relations. Some were powerful spouses of great men. Some were soldiers, prison warders. But in all these things, Joseph was more than a conqueror. What they feared came to pass. They feared his dreams, but they could not stop it. I am here to announce to you that no weapon which is fashioned against you shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against you in judgment you shall condemn. For this is the heritage of the people of God, and their righteousness is of me, says the Lord. The Lord shall help you that right early. He is our present help in trouble. He will never forsake nor leave you. And that's the blessed assurance that God shows himself faithful to the faithful. Or for the Mikain in I say, you will share be who say Nenye, and if an unstoppable blessing. As I should have been about Joseph so. And should I ban the Sunti? The whole bad time. Mira don't can see the bounce be a bema who are bad time. Now a time for year Juma. Or Mojuma so said the Radia Kafa on Embem. Or Moya don't baby Nambum. Now the Radican Bible. Now I didn't know Yentimian saying in Shira. Yentimian saying if we say, not a Radia man and Sasso. Now then a Radaman and Sasso. The son said, what taught a Radia Pedibu. Or you nip about Yentimian tried the phone back one fan. Now, oh, Yamia dream. Oh, Yamisuru. Only my dear friend of Bonnie, or whatever, or Mobrohun, or Boniface. Nah, or you Jumayafo, or you hard working. Nah, or Wakudu, or Gidi. Massa, Junior, what Christo yes, Embra Bubi. Now, could there be a vessel as we are? Like a Tamabi vessel as we be beautiful. Winning a member a Japadi. Yes, we yesterday. Amen.
Thank you for watching today's program. We love and appreciate your time. We believe you've been blessed hearing this message. For copies, visit the Christ Apostolic Church International Headquarters Bookshop at Osu, where you can also get other life-changing Christian literature. Connect with us on these social media platforms: CACIHQ.org, YouTube.com/CACIHQ, Facebook.com/CACIHQ. Send us an email, info@CACIHQ.org. For further enquiries, kindly call 0244 455 288, 0549 765 357, and 0202 011 077. You can also visit any of our branches worldwide and fellowship with us. Make a date with us same time next week.